Good morning, everyone, especially to you, ma'am. Pretty good morning. We are Group 2, and I am Zisrael Giritan, assigned to present the introduction and overview of our lessons titled The Self in Western and Oriental Western Thought. First, I will read exactly what is written in our slides, then I'll explain its part clearly. Lesson Overview. People ask similar questions about identity, purpose, and human nature. And different cultures answer this in different ways. There is no single right answer. Each way of thinking has its own value. Example, one culture may teach you that your worth comes from what you achieve alone. Another may teach that your worth comes from how you care for others. Both are meaningful. Next is Western thought. What is Western thought? Uh, Western thought is a perspective mostly from Europe and North America. It views that individual as the center of identity. It believes that every person is independent, unique, and has the right to shape their own life based on their own choices and will. So, first is emphasizes individuality. Emphasizes individuality is, it sees you as a separate and distinct person. Your identity is defined by your own qualities, not by your family or group. Uh, Being different and unique is a valued. Example, you are recognized for your own skills and personality, not just because you belong to a certain family. Second, personal freedom. Personal freedom is your side, your right side to decide for yourself. You are free to choose your own beliefs, goals, and way of living without being forced by others. Example, choosing your own college course or career based on what you truly want, not what others expect of you. Third is autonomy. Uh, Autonomy means being self-reliant and in charge of your own life. You make your own decision and take full responsibility for whatever happens because of those choices. Uh, Example, uh, managing your own time, uh, solving your own problems, and standing by your own decisions. That's autonomy. Fourth is self-expression. Self Self-expression is encouraged to show your true thoughts, feelings, and personality openly. Being your own authentic self is more important than fitting in or pleasing others. Example, speaking up about your honest opinion, dressing in your own style, or sharing your creative ideas freely. Uh, that's self-expression. In short, Western thought is perspective centers on you as an independent person. It values your right to choose your own path. Think freely and show who you truly are. You You are responsible for your own life and happiness. Next is Eastern thought. Eastern thought is the perspective common across Asian cultures, including the Philippines. It views a person as part of a bigger whole, connected deeply to family, community, and society. First, we have emphasizing relationship. Uh, Emphasizing relationship is where you are never seen as standing alone. You are your identity is tied to your roles as a child, sibling, friend, or citizen, and your bond with others come first. Example: you always consider how your choices will affect your parents, siblings, or community before deciding something. That's emphasizing relationship. Second is harmony. Harmony is keeping peace, unity, and balance in the group is very important. Getting along matters more than insisting only on what you want. Example, you stay calm and listen to others during disagreements to avoid fighting and keep good ties with everyone. That's harmony. Third is duty. Duty is when you have clear responsibilities and obligation toward the people around you. Fulfilling these duties is seen as the right and respectful thing to do. Example, you take care of your parents in their old age or help provide for your family because you know it's your responsibility to them. Fourth is moral development within family and society. Um, this is when you grow into a good person by learning and practicing right values through your relationships. Being kind, respectful, and helpful is how you build your character. Example, you learn good manners, respect elders, and help neighbors, all, all to become a worthy member of your family and community. And that's all the Western thought and the Eastern thought. Again, I am Jisrael Giritan and have a nice day.
Good day everyone, I am Irish Paraso. Today I will discuss part 1, the self in Western thought. The Western view of the self focuses on individuality. It believes that every person is unique and has the freedom to make their own choices. People are encouraged to become independent, express themselves, and take responsibility for their actions. In Western thought, people believe that each individual has their own identity, dreams, and purpose in life. Instead of depending on others to decide their future, they are encouraged to discover what they are good at and work hard to achieve their personal goals. Example: if one student dreams of becoming a doctor while another dreams of becoming a chef, both are encouraged to follow their own passion. Even if they have different careers, both choice are respected because every person has different interests and abilities. Characteristics of Western thought. Number 1. Characteristic is individual rights. This means that every person has rights and deserve respect, regardless of their age, gender, religion, or background. These rights allow people to express their opinions, choose their belief, receive education, and make decisions about their own lives. Example: every student has the right to ask questions during class and share their opinions respectfully. Another example, a person can choose the career they want instead of being forced to follow someone else's decision. The second characteristic is personal achievement. In Western thought, success is often measured by a person's accomplishments. People are encouraged to work hard because their efforts can help them achieve their goals. This teaches people to become determined, disciplined, and motivated. And for example, a student who studies hard and graduates with honors is recognized because of their dedication. Another example, an athlete who practices every day and wins a championship receives recognition because of their own effort. The third characteristic is independence. Independence means making your own decision and learning how to solve problems by yourself. Being independent also means becoming responsible for your own life instead of always relying on other people. Example, a college student choose the course they truly want instead of simply following their friends. And another example, a young adult learns how to budget their allowance, prepare their own meals, and manage their time effectively. Another characteristic is rational thinking. This means making decisions based on fact, logic, and evidence instead of emotion alone. People are encouraged to think carefully before making important decisions. Example, before buying a laptop, a person compares the price, quality, and features first. In another example, before sharing a news article online, someone checks whether the information comes from a reliable source to avoid spreading fake news. The fifth characteristic is self-expression. This means people have their freedom to express their thoughts, feelings, opinions, talents, and creativity. Self-expression allows people to show who they really are while still respecting others. Example, someone may express themselves through singing, dancing, painting, or writing stories. Another example, a student who enjoys photography may post their pictures online or join a photography club because it reflects their interest in creativity. The last characteristic is personal responsibility. This means accepting the consequences of your own action instead of blaming other people. It also means learning from your mistakes and becoming a better person. Example, if a student forgets to submit an assignment, they accept the lower grade and promise to be more responsible next time. Another example, if someone accidentally damages another person's belongings, they apologize and replace or repair the damaged item. Now let's talk about the individualistic self. In Western thought, the self is viewed as unique and independent from others. Every person has their own identity, dreams, beliefs, and goals. This does not mean people ignore their family or friends. Instead, it means that they are encouraged to understand themselves, discover their strength, and become the best version of themselves. Example, two siblings raised in the same family may choose different careers. One becomes a teacher while the other becomes an engineer. Even though they grew up together, they develop different identities based on their own interests. People define themselves through talents. Talents are the natural abilities or skills that make a person unique. These talents help people discover what they are good at and can become part of their identity. Example, someone may be talented in singing, dancing, drawing, basketball, or programming. Another example, a student who is good at public speaking may become the host during school programs. Interest. Interests are the activities people enjoy. Interests often influence future careers. Example, a student who loves computers studies information technology. Personality. Personality is the way a person thinks, act, or treat others. It makes every person different. Example, a person may be kind, friendly, or hard-working. Career. A career is the work a person chooses in the future. It reflects a person's skills and goals. Example, Someone becomes a teacher, nurse, or cybersecurity analyst. An individual choice. Individual choice are the decision people make for themselves. These choices help shape a person's future. Example, a student choose hospitality management because they enjoy helping people. To conclude, Western thought emphasizes individuality, freedom, independence, and rational thinking, self-expression, personal achievement, and responsibility. It teaches that every person is unique and should follow their dreams while respecting others. Example, if we study hard, make good decisions, and take responsibility for our action, we can achieve our goals and become better individuals. Thank you for listening, and that's the end of my presentation.
Good day everyone, I'm Fresha Jean Palma. Today I will discuss the concept of independence and the social construction of the self. These two concepts are important because they help us understand ourselves better. They explain how we make our own choices while also being influenced by the people and environment around us. Independence means having the ability to think, decide, and act on your own. It is about being responsible for your choices and not always depending on the other people. Being independent also means having confidence in yourself and accepting responsibility for your actions. 1. Making independent decisions. This means making your choices based on your own understanding, values, and goals instead of simply following what others want. Example, a student chooses a college course based on their interests, not because their friends choose it. This shows that the student values their own future and makes decisions based on what they truly want to achieve. 2. Expressing personal opinion. This means sharing your thoughts and beliefs respectfully. Everyone has different opinions, and being independent means having the confidence to express your own ideas while still respecting the opinions of others. Example, during a class discussion, you confidently share your ideas even others have different opinions. Sharing your opinion respectfully also encourages healthy discussion and helps us learn from one another. 3. Pursuing individual dreams. This means working hard to achieve your personal goals and ambition. Every person has different dreams, and life independence means staying focused on your goals and continuing to work hard even when challenges come. Example, if your dreams to become a teacher, you study diligently, attend classes regularly, and improve your skills to reach the goal. Success doesn't happen overnight, it requires dedication, patience, and determinations. 4. Developing self-reliance. This means learning to solve problems and manage responsibilities on your own. Being self-reliant means becoming responsible enough to handle your own tasks instead of always asking someone else to do them for you. Example, managing your own school requirements and deadlines without relying on others. Developing self-reliance prepares us to become a responsible individual in the future. Now, let's move on to the social construction of the self. The social construction of the self means that our identity and personality are shaped by the people and environment around us. While we have our own thoughts and choices, society also influences who we become. The people we interact with every day help to shape our attitudes, beliefs, and behaviors. Family. Our family is usually the first group of people who will influence us from childhood. Example, parents teach us to be respectful and responsible. These values become part of our character as we grow older. Education. School helps us to gain knowledge and develop our skills. Is not only a place for learning academic subject but also a place where we learn discipline, cooperation, and responsibility. Example, teachers encourage us to become disciplined learners. They also guide us to become responsible students and good members of society. Media. Television, social media, and the internet influence our opinions and interests. Today, media plays a big role in our daily lives because it provides information, entertainment, and new ideas. Example, social media may inspire us to learn new skills or follow trends. That is why it is important to use media wisely and choose positive influences. Government, laws, and policies guide how we have as member of society. The government create rules to help maintain peace, order, and safety in our communities. Example, following these rules shows that we are responsible citizens. And religion. Religion provides moral guidance and beliefs teaches us important values that help guide our actions and decision. Example, learning kindness, honesty, and compassion through religious teachings. These values help us become better individuals and treat others with respect. Peers. Our friends and classmates can influence our attitudes and decisions. Example, having a good friends can motivate us to study harder and achieve our goals. And the social construction of the self also says that identity develops through interaction with society while keeping personal autonomy. This means that even though society influences us, we still have the freedom to make our own choices. We learn from our family, school, friends, media, religion, and government, but we remain unique. Thanks.
Good day, everyone. I am Colleen Ashley Galio Iglesia. Today, I will discuss the strength and limitation of the Western perspective. The Western perspective is a way of thinking that is common in countries like United States, Canada, and many parts of Europe. It focuses on individual freedom, human rights, creative and personal successful strength. First,